So this one isn't really political, but these people like this woman right here who's coming out and just the oh woe is me, no one knows the struggles I go through every day. It's ridiculous. It's fear mongering at its finest. Trying to make sure you do, otherwise you might be snatched up off the streets and blah blah blah. So she's learning to do things that normal human beings have been doing for ages now. What am I talking about? Well,
I'm Mexican. Watch what I have to do every single fucking day. Keys. I'm just gonna go on a walk with my dog. ID. Because I need to have that on me at all times. Pass card. Copy of my pass card. Because I also need to have that on me at all times. And now I am ready to go on a walk with my dog outside my apartment complex in my community.
keys, because when I leave my room in my house, I want to lock up to make sure nobody gets inside. So it would be nice to get back inside my house. Phone. When I leave, something happens to me, they can get in my phone, get into emergency contacts, and get in contact with someone. Wallet. Has my ID. In case I get stopped for whatever reason, I won't get arrested for not having fucking ID. Same thing if I get into an accident or something bad happens and I'm not able to respond, they can look in my ID and see who I am. So that way they know, am I an organ donor? Do I do where I live and this? So everything you need is with you in case you need it. Welcome to the world, sweetheart. And she starts with, I'm Mexican. Guess what? I'm white. I always carry that shit with me. When you drive a car, you need that shit with you, because what happens when a police officer pulls you over and says, license and registration? What happens if you don't have your license or some kind of identification? I'd like you to step out of the car, please. So why would you? So not only that, but she's walking her dog. The keys. I'm sorry. This is the same kind of person who will most likely sit there and complain about toxic masculinity and how men are just disgusting pigs. And so you leave your house basically welcoming those toxic men into, just able to walk on into your home because you don't feel the need to lock up. Now, I'm sure she's one of those people who identify as a college educated individual. Ones who like to look down on society, look down on us, our dumb southerners. We're just dumb rednecks and girls like her, and they're so smart. And yet she's finally learning things that all of us dumb rednecks have been doing for ages. Congratulations, sweetheart. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what race. You leave the house, you take your keys. You leave the house, you take identification with you. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. I understand you want to play the victim card of, oh, look at me, I'm Mexican. I could get rounded up and thrown in concentration camps at any second, which is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. Because while, yes, the conditions there could be better, concentration camps don't let you leave. You get brought to a concentration camp, you die there. Whether it be gassing or firing squad or whatever. These concentration camps are there to hold these people until they're sent home. Concentration camps don't send people home. What kind of dumbass shit are you people on? They're like literal concentration. No, they're fucking not, you dumb fucking bint. What's this? You don't know where she's going. Imagine wanting to go on a run or walk your dog in your neighborhood and have to take your ID, birth. You don't have to. And any other document out of fear of being snatched up. Well, you want to know what will get you snatched up? Not being able to present your ID card. Because guess what? Illegal people don't have ID cards. So if you're not able to produce one, they're just going to assume that you're illegal. So you should always carry your identification with you. I don't understand what's so fucking hard about this. I don't understand. I never fucking understood what people who leave their house without ID. I was taught as soon as I had one, you don't leave without it. Don't leave home without it. She's complaining about racial profiling against colored people. Why is this a thing? Doesn't every adult, no matter where in the world, take keys and ID and phone, wallet / purse? What am I missing here? She's an American, so why does she say she's Mexican? Confusing. It's almost like getting stopped for a vaccination card during COVID. Doesn't everyone take their keys and ID with them when they leave the house? Contrived outrage is exhausting. Who doesn't take their keys and ID when they leave their homes? Again, like, is she just leaving her? I don't care how safe you think your area is. There's always bad actors. Again, this is the same kind of woman who sits there and most likely complains about toxic masculinity and how disgusting men are. And she just leaves her door open, essentially, for anyone who just wants to waltz on in. Lock up before you leave, you dumb bitch. Oh, brother, I'm white and I never leave my home in middle-class suburbia without my everyday carry, which fits in my skinny jean pockets. Only thing missing are my sunglasses. Take personal responsibility. I'm a citizen and always take my keys. Hispanic here. There's times when I don't have everything with me but my cell phone. If I ever get stopped, all I have to do is give them my information. They can run in. Yeah, pretty much everyone's identification can be on their phone nowadays. If you don't have your keys, how do you lock your apartment? Oh, I guess you're one of those keyless entries that I never trust that that I never trust that they won't malfunction, so would take my keys as backup anyway. Let me teach you the ways of my people. You mean like every other person in the world? I take mine with me everywhere I go, and my family has been here for generations. I never leave the house without my ID, even when I go to the dog park. Yeah, you don't know what could happen. Again, something might happen to you, and you may not be able to respond. Wouldn't it be nice for them to know who they're dealing with? So that way, you know, common fucking sense, woman. Use it. And again, this is from a person who would most likely claim to be college educated, who looks down on everyone who isn't. Once again, proving that just because you're college educated doesn't make you a smart person. She may have book smarts, but these people are always fucking lacking in common sense and logic. Every single time. And now they want to make going out with keys and ID as like a fucking racial thing. Like, oh my god, if I don't go out with these things, I'm gonna be snatched up and thrown in concentration camps. Oh, well, with me, I'm just a Mexican girl just trying to walk her dog. Poor child. I take my keys every time I leave my house because I lock my door. And even if I'm just going next door, I carry my... Yeah. I mean, I take my keys with me, even if I'm going outside and just going around the house for something. Because I know something could happen. My roommate could, like, close and lock the door not knowing that I'm out there. And... come on. Things happen, lady. Again, for people who claim to be college educated, you sure are lacking in the common sense and logic department. Can't get back into your house without your keys. All people are required to carry IDs with them outside. That's just an additional ID. Yeah, you don't have to carry that. This person is playing victim. Yeah, I mean, that's what she's doing. She's trying to play the victim here. She's complaining because she has to adult? Like, seriously. Hey lady, I take my keys, wallet, ID, cell phone wherever I go, and my family have been here since the 1870s. Well, I really hate to break it to her, but I too take my keys and ID every time I leave my home. It's called life. Exactly. They're trying to make this into like, oh my god, I might be snatched off the streets. But again, sometimes police officers may do random, pull you over or whatever, let's say license registration, or they'll, for ID. And if you say, sorry, sir, I don't have an ID, all right, turn around and put your hands behind your back. And then they bring you down to the station until they're able to identify you. Wouldn't you like to avoid that situation? Again, college educated individuals here. So do I. I've been doing it since I was 18. Who leaves their residence without carrying their keys and identification? My ID is always in my pocket when I leave the house. Ditto my keys. I find the vehicle works better with them, and they're pretty handy for getting back into my office at work and back into my house later. I'm as white as they come. Yeah, this isn't a racial thing. Once again, proving that these people are not as smart as they claim to be. All the book smarts doesn't make up for common sense, or here, a lack of common sense and critical thinking. You could know everything about everything, but if you're lacking common sense and logic, you're not going far in life. That's what I do every time I go out. Why did she smell her ID? I don't know, maybe it smelled good. Maybe it smelled good. I'm white, I do that. I don't see the problem. Wow, that's rough. Most countries require an ID to have a valid require than any adults to have valid ID in public. Otherwise, they arrest you. Why is this so typical? What am I missing? I've lived in 5 countries and they all require proof of ID. Who wouldn't? Doesn't everyone take their keys and ID? How do you start your car without keys? How do you lock your door? I don't. I simply look at it and it locks itself. She's elite. We all feel really bad for her. Imagine thinking people care. I carry my ID with me everywhere. Always have. So as you can see, most of these comments are, why the fuck wouldn't you leave the house with those things? Wow, just like me. I take my keys and ID every time. I take mine everywhere too. Blonde European looking. As a white man, I too sometimes take my keys and ID with me. Will the suffering never end? I always take my ID with me, even if I go on a walk or a run. Carrying a driver's license must put her over the edge. That's one more thing I have to carry. Imagine, imagine actually being a normal person. I love how they virtue signal their race first, as if we don't know what the fuck they came from. I was born in America, and I've been doing that my whole life. It's been such a struggle. Yeah, you're supposed to have ID with you. I doubt I doubt if you get hit by a car, your dog can give your information. Yeah, that's what I said. But yeah, the struggle is real, guys. And it's not because it's a normal thing to do as an adult. No, it's because she's Mexican and she's fearing for her life that she might be snatched up by the Gestapo and thrown into concentration camps. Concentration camps where people are let go and sent home. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.